looks like we got a chance to see the final member of Team How. And he is the youngest, but probably, and I do mean probably, the strongest of the team. This dude's built with his mother's and father's guardian spirits. And you don't know how powerful they were, man. Well, Ren himself was powerful, but on his team, he, believe it or not, was the weakest, as I believe I said in the last video. But still, he was strong enough to control one of the nature spirits. So he was still strong. And Bison was no one to be trifled with. He was a powerful spirit as well. To make sure Ren would lead to victory to become Shaman King. Then he has his mother spirit, and his mother spirit is a god level spirit. Shamash, the one that judges. So he has these two overpowered spirits, and he's just taking these three out until, and I do mean until, Hana uses his Oni powers. And his Oni powers are extremely strong. If you don't know, Onis are one of the strongest mythical creatures in Japanese fiction. So, them being able to take out a god, I don't know. But then, this is a collection of Onis pulled into the power of Lord Hao himself. And then we get a little glimpse of our little boy here. The little boy with the little poop head on his hair. I swear to God, what is up with the Tao men, or the Taos themselves, always having weird top hair? I swear to God. From Ren to the sister to the father, they always have something on top of their head that just makes them look weird and just shows off. People get distracted by it. Main people say the men do it because they're so short that they have this tall thing on their head to make sure people think they're tall, or they just to distract them. In a way, it's very weird and funny. And we're back again. Ren was very, self-conscious of his tallness and stuff. He had to drink 3 glasses of milk every day. He thought that would help him get taller. It helps strengthen your bones, but I don't think it helps you get taller. That's not how genetics works, especially with milk. But anyways, it seems that everyone who's participating in this flower of maize have their own reason to do it. As Gaku wants to be the strongest, it seems that Yohane wants to find himself. Hana doesn't really know himself, but it seems like, man, we see a glimpse into it. Something happens. He says maybe this power could save her. And we saw a very lady in this flashback who got shot by his kid. And one thing I like to know is how old you have to be called a hag or an old man in Japan. I'm dead serious. I remember when I'm watching Naruto and the others, you'd be seeing someone like they're just in their 30s and they're already calling them they're old or they're a hag and stuff. I'm like, really? Like, you're still 30, man. I'm seeing people in their 30s doing backflips and wrestlers who's in their 40s doing crazy stuff in the ring. So I'm wondering how old you have to be to finally be considered be an old man or a hag. I know I'm getting off topic here. I'm just curious because see, like maybe the reason why the birth rate is declining. One of the main reasons why is because a lot of people, mainly men, just aren't into women who are in their late 20s and 30s, and because of that, it's just hard to mingle and stuff. Over here, man, you can be sometimes in your 50s and still get some of that mambo jumbo. I'm just saying, it just strikes me as odd, like how old you gotta be. But off topic, Lord Hao makes his appearance. Not in a flashback, but actually here this time with a bunch of cats. Now, why there's a bunch of cats around him is actually a very interesting story. One of his closest friends and favorite spirit allies used to be a cat that he found that was abandoned a long time ago when Hal was first living and stuff. He took care of that cat, and however that cat later on betrayed him when he was on his path to become Shaman King. And then after the events of the story Shaman King, him and the cat reunited. Anyway, So the cat part moved on, is resting. So the thing is that the cats like Hal is the thing. Cats really like him. That's why he came to that area. All the cats are surrounding him and stuff like that. They like him. It's cats just love Hal. So that's answers that question right there for those who want to know why all the cats around him. Now he's here to discuss things that happened with Hana in a way. He puts those Onis inside him to protect him on the verge of death. And that is it. You forcing those things out is bad habit because they're not meant to be used like that. Only for emergencies only. Like when you're about to die. But never when because you just feel like it. So because of that, he's dead. But he needs more than that. So he wants to put all his frustration out. He summons a young version of Yo to fight Hana. You know, Yo, just being Yo, he didn't really want to fight him. Like, I don't want to, man. I just want to relax. Because Yo was someone who never really wanted to fight unless he actually, he has to. So there's that. And before I get any further, one thing I realized is that Hana, believe it or not, kind of started that trend of the, how you have a shonen anime and it ends and then they have kids and then there's a spin-off sequel about the kid and the kid's always upset with the father because the father's never home. Does that remind you of someone? Yeah, reminds you of Broto, doesn't it? Yes, this was actually created way before Broto was and stuff. The reason why I don't have any chapters is because it kept being pushed back through so many reasons. It's unbearable, which I believe I already discussed. But yeah, Hana's want to start a trend when it comes to kids who are tired, who hate their parents because they were never home. But it wasn't just Yo, it was Anna too as well. But he hated Yo mostly because everyone kept talking how great he was. And so they probably got on his nerves. So this was Hana's chance to take out some frustration and oh god, dust everywhere. And however, he loses. And if you haven't noticed, Hana keeps losing. Despite how gifted and talented Hana is supposed to be, he keeps losing. Whether he loses by a surprise attack or he's losing because he's using too much of his power. Other than that, he's always getting unconscious, knocked out, or on the verge of death since this story began. Now, why is that? It's probably the discussion that Yo and Hao has. They're saying that he hasn't truly found his own true power. Miyamaru was a great guardian spirit, but it wasn't truly supposed to be his guardian spirit. That was Yo's guardian spirit, in a way. Yo picked a Miyamaru, but Hana didn't. It was given to him. So Hana's on, I believe, on a trial to find his personal own guardian spirit. One that will fit him. So I'm looking forward to how that happens. Very interested. With that being said, I'll end the video here because we got is it 13 or 12? I think it's 13 episodes. So we got 4 episodes left. So I'm looking forward to that, see how they wrap this up and stuff, and hopefully they do a sequel and see where we go from there. With that being said, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, like, comment, subscribe, of course, hit that bell icon. This has been Madcrownxox, all anime. Signing out.